Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition. I'm calling it Homemade Knives. Now, there is a point to this video. This knife was made by Jasen Fleming at Straight Edge Knives. I took it to Jimbo's on Saturday. This knife, we're going to talk about all three. I'm going to review two of these. I want to share something with you. This knife's been called my Peter Pan knife. It's been called a lot of things, but let me tell you something about this knife. 3 years ago, my boy E died. Y'all, anytime you see purple on this channel, anytime you hear me say something about E, I have a video with Eric we made the week before he passed. The day that Eric died, I went to his dad's house, and he gifted me this. He made this for me in his shop. That was the day we also talked about never quit quitting. Eric's dad's name's Freddie. And this knife, I'm going to put it down. There are knives. Not every knife has to be $1,000. Not every knife has to be $500. Now, we live in a day and age where everything's going up. Most people may not give you much for this. I would take your life for this. And I'm not trying to be tough. Don't need to be. It's priceless to me. This knife inspired a lot. I asked Jasen Fleming to send a couple knives. Jasen with Straight Edge Knives. Go subscribe to Jasen. Just an awesome brother in the blade. You've seen this knife in a short last Saturday. The control of this handle is insane. I took it to Jimbo's. Jacob Lamb played with it. Jimbo played with it for a food prep, for a kitchen utensil knife. The control's amazing. We love the handle on this knife so much that we did a round table call with Jasen Fleming. We're waiting on a smoker to come in for Jimbo. He's had a custom smoker made. When we do that video with the ATL XL, I'm taking that knife, and Jasen, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep them a little while longer. I've had them a while, and I apologize, for food prep, and I'm going to show it in that light. Jasen gifted me this knife, and it is right up my alley. It's a little more heavy duty. I'm going to do my demonstration with it, the whole nine, okay? I also like Jasen's handles. Feels the hand very well. I can get a full grip. We did a round table phone call with Jasen, right? I'm not an expert, I'm a novice, but we had some ideas flowing. This is a EDC, a pocket fixed blade. I am in the middle of working on the hard use review for this knife. This knife is actually, I think I got a piece right here. This knife right here has a wicked edge on it. I haven't even tried this one. Now, I've cut some stuff with this one, so I don't know. Not bad. And then the one he gifted me, I've cut a lot with his. But, there you go. There you go. Now, this is the torn out edge. This is the torn edge. I like using that edge a good bit. So, all three of these are very sharp. In the round table discussion with Jasen, we wanted to take and add a little thickness to this edge, to this blade, to the handle. We wanted to add some thickness to this handle, right? Wanted to add a little thickness there and put it on this knife. So Jasen, being Jasen, went out into his backyard. He's already forged the knife. He sent me the video of him quenching the knife. So Saturday, the upgraded version of this knife will be coming. Tomorrow is Friday. I don't know the damn date. I think it's the 27th, 28th. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. There will be a video dropping tomorrow, a hard use review. If you're new here, what we do is actual use hard use reviews. That's what we do. We're going to review this as an EDC every day, cut the sandblast hose, the whole kit and caboodle. We're going to use this for that. We're then going to compare it with the knife that's coming Saturday. we're going to use this knife in a food prep video. The handle on this is amazing. I don't know if he increased the thickness of the handle, but it's absolutely insane. I want to show you one more knife, and you can kind of see there, give you an idea of these. Now, while this is a shorter handle, short handles never bother me. They just don't. I can adapt to them. If you're new, what I do is when I have a knife on my channel, say I'm reviewing this knife, typically, if you notice, I don't bring up other brands. I don't talk about other knives. I don't do we're focusing, if this was the only knife I had, not that scenario, because I hate that dumbass scenario because it'll never happen. I think I had these two on me today, the Jetstream and the Yojumbo. My point to you is, when I review a knife, this is the only knife in the world. That's why, what about this, Skip? I don't care. In context of the video. Remember that. So, I'm going to do the hard use review. It'll be coming out tomorrow, Friday, the whatever of last weekend of September. Okay? Sharp as shit. And the truth is, the one thing I like about Jason's builds, okay? Balance point there. These two knives are amazingly easy to control. Jimbo was making because I said control. There's a lot to be said for a knife that's good in hand, right? Y'all know I love my big knives. Just happen to have this sitting here. Big knife. Big knife. Work Tough Gear does an amazing job. Big knife. I can control it. That's why I love Work Tough Gear so much. That's one thing that I don't think I talk about enough in videos, the control of the knife. Can I control it? A lot of times, guys, I'll have people say, well, the chops are sloppy. Well, you don't watch my videos. I chop a certain way to show the knife. I'm not an expert. I say that repeatedly. This is a journey. So I'm not worried about perfect form or taking all that shit. I never have, and I'm not against it. Love of God, not against any of it. The goal of this channel is show the function of the knife, and that's what we try to do. Are we the best at it? No. Is this the best way to review a knife? It is for me. That being said, I want to show you this knife. This knife I love. This knife is a collab between me and Captain. It was actually made by Captain Electro. I absolutely adore this knife. I'm going to send it either to Lacey or DJ to finish putting the edge on. He was in a hurry to get it to me. He brought it down. I love the feel. This is a collab between me and Cap. This would be kind of like my perfect EDC, the shape, the size, the whole 9 yards. Here's the deal. And then we're going to do a couple shout outs and wrap it up. Next weekend, the 6th, 7th, and 8th of October, I am going to Alabama to meet with Blackie Thomas and to camp out for the weekend. I have been banning about doing a knife making challenge. Blackie has been willing to help me. Now shout out to Captain Electro, shout out to BC Gerbs. I've talked to both of those guys at length about it. Shout out to Blackie Thomas. Blackie and I are going to, basically, my channel, Choir Boys Outdoors, will be doing a knife making challenge. Blackie is going to be involved. It's going to be revolutionary. My boy Joe, JS Bladecraft, will be involved. There's going to be several people involved. These knives speak to me, right? I love knives. I love my expensive knives. I love my perfect knives. But guys, I love all knives. And there's something about a handmade, hand-forged, however you want to say it, knife that's made in somebody's backyard. I love them. That's no bullshit. I do this channel for so many reasons. I'm not going to try to list them here. I'm passionate about knives, and I love all knives. I really do. I really do, and I'm fascinated with them. And the other thing that I'm fascinated with, guys, is other people's take on them. When I do these videos, I know I'm behind on comments, and please forgive me, and I'm sorry. But when I do these videos, I love your comments. Give me feedback, right? Not every knife's going to be perfect or the perfect but we can find what makes that knife work. Not only what makes the knife work, what was the designer? What was the maker thinking? What was he doing? I want to do a knife making challenge. I'm not going to put a lot of details here. Just know that I'm going next weekend. I've talked to Gerbs, BC Gerbs, shout out to him. I've talked to Captain Electro. I've talked to Blackie. I've talked to several people. When I get done with Blackie's next weekend, we'll have a plan. We'll have a plan in place. If you made a knife and you're like, Scab, I'd like for you to check it out, I'd love to. Just please know that right now I'm about a month behind on videos. Listen to me, and I'm dead serious here, and we're going to try to wrap it. I started this channel because I was an addict, and I needed something to feel. See, here's what people don't understand. You don't just sit around and do drugs. I mean, you can. Part of it is the hustle and flow and the running and running and running. And guys, I got so used to running, trying to feel that need and trying to go and not want to run out and feel like shit, that when I started getting clean, man, it was awesome. But I was a bundle of nervous energy, right? I had to have something fill that void. Now, I've always loved knives. I've always been passionate about knives. That's why I get so much content going, man, to fill that energy. But as we've grown and as we've gone, the focus has kind of changed. Now, the nervous energy is kind of a backseat thing now, right? The one thing I've never done this for, and I'll be dead ass with you, is getting free knives. It's nice. It is. But the thing is this. I'm doing a short now on every knife I got. I think I'm at 31 or 32, and I'm going to try to get to 40 tonight. If I never got another knife in my life, I am overly blessed and abundantly blessed, right? I'm trying to think of a way to tie this in. I do this channel for a lot of reasons. Nervous energy. I'm passionate about knives. I want to help other people. That's why we're doing this contest. I'm hoping by doing this contest, we can really, really, really help somebody out. There might be a maker out there, a diamond in the rough. Carnivore is going to be involved. There's going to be a prize packet. There's going to be a lot of things going. I know this is kind of a blank video, and I'm not trying to be super vague, but before I get a lot of details out, I love a knife like this as much as I like a Spartan Harsey folder. I do. Always have, always will. I don't sit here and tear something apart, worry about the design. I don't give a shit how it looks. Does it work? That's what matters. I want to do a knife making challenge. I don't know anything about it. Me and Blackie's going to sit down. I'm going to sit down with the guys I've mentioned. And hopefully in a couple weeks, I'm going to have a major announcement, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to finishing my video on this knife. Now, these aren't mine. See where I'm at now is like Timbo 437. Shout out to him, sending me knives. JR sending me knives. Jason sending me knives. Jacob sending me. I'm kind of in a spot now where I like reviewing them and sending them right back. So to go all the way around my elbow to get to my ass. If you've made a knife and you're like, Scab, I'd like for you to check it out. I don't want you to gift me a knife. I'll be glad to do a review on it. Now, if it breaks, it breaks. Okay, I'll do it. Like I haven't done one thing with this that's not on camera, because I want everything to be on up and up. I know this is a little bit different video, but every damn video I do is a little different. I'm scatterbrained. It is what it is. Big announcements coming, right? I love you guys, right? Here's what I'm going to do. Big shout out to the Singing Toad. Thank you, brother. I did a sticker swap. Now, I'm putting your stickers in the mail tomorrow. I'm sorry for the long thing, but I got to go to the post office, and I've already got them made up. I'm ready to go. My stickers are terrible. I love these. Shout out to the Singing Toad. He's an awesome dude. And guys, I'm honored. If listen, real quick, let me say this, and then we're going to do our causes. But and he sent me a Canada button. Super cool. Love my Canadian brothers. Guys, if you see something on my channel and you want to do it, do it. If you see me do a video and you think, I want to do that video, do it. If you want to tag me in your video, it ain't got nothing to do with me, do it. If you have a video on something I'm talking about, put it in the you can't put a link anymore in the comments, but hey, man, I got a link. There's people who don't like self-promotion. I don't give a shit about all that, man. I really don't. I'm going to work and grind and get mine. I'm going to hustle. I'm going to do what I got to do. If I can help you along the way, if tagging me in a video description helps you, if it opens you up to my subscribe, do it. Do it. Listen, I got a few knives here. I'm going to show you. I love you. Hey, couple things, guys. I've got a Rumble. Rumble, whatever it's called. I've moved 3 or 4 videos over there. It's a backup in case something happens to YouTube. I don't have the time to do every different videos for every platform. I just don't. I have Instagram, Choir Boys Outdoors. I do have one called Choir Boys Old Scab. I never respond to anything there. I haven't looked at it. I don't even know the password to it. Hadn't looked at it in 4 or 5 months. So for those of you, Bob, screw Scab, he don't answer. I'm not there. I'm at Choir Boys Outdoors on Instagram. I have a Facebook page, Choir Boys Outdoors. I'm on Rumble. Go check it out there. But again, guys, listen, here is where, one of the things is this, and it looks like we're going to 20 minutes, it's fine. One of the things is this. One of the reasons I get so kind of worked up about the comments and stuff on here and keeping up is this is really the only platform I'm very, very engaged in. For those of you who work, you understand that working a full-time job, my job's, I have to drive 42 miles one way to my job, right? So that's 42 there, 42 back, work 10, 11 hours. I'm on the phone literally from the time I get up till the time I go to bed. All these are choices that I make, and I'm okay with it. But I have to draw the line and say, look, I can't, people have gotten mad at me on Instagram, and I'm not saying that like I care, and I'm not saying that meanly. I've said it a million times. I appreciate the support on every single platform. I just basically said to hell with TikTok. I mean, we got it built up kind of good, but I'm not 12. I want to engage. I want to be there, but I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a counselor. I'm just a dude who works, who's a blue collar guy who's on YouTube. And I know this thing's going all over the place. I'm also kind of off in the head. Where do we go from there? I'm going to show you these knives. And I'm going to do my causes, and I'm going to tell you good night. Love y'all. Hey, the Singing Toad, BC Gerbs, Captain Electro, those 3 guys, Singing Toad, BC Gerbs, Captain Electro, Blackie Thomas, of course, Joe, JS Bladecraft, love Joe, Donnie be all day, keep him in your prayers. I'm going to show you some knives, just random shit, do my causes, and let's go. Guys, there was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. We know they are, right? The actual number's 15 to 29. Too damn many. Doesn't matter. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, all that means, man, the only thing in this world that means is you have a place here. We love you. You're welcome here. We back to blue over here. We support Leo, all to the chagrin of many. I'm not going to say it. That one is a little controversial, but listen to me. My son's going to be a cop. I do not believe that all policemen are good. I don't. I'm not stupid. I'm 52 years old, been rode hard and put up wet and been a criminal for a lot of my life, okay? And before somebody says, back blue till it happens to you, it's happened to me more than it's happened to most of you. I'm going to support my son. I'm going to support the good men and women. Are they all good? No, man. Are they all bad? No, man. And that's the only cause I really put with this caveat. I don't ask anybody to support it. It's something I do. Finally, and this is very important, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. That's it, guys. Listen, the last one, and I just showed you his knives, Jasen Fleming straight edge knives. Let me tell you something. Jasen is salt of the earth, just like all the guys I mentioned. Salt of the earth. He had a hand in Donnie, Joe, and I being able to review some Tops knives. Super guy. I want to support him. I want to send him all love I can. Cannot wait to get, and it's, I got to make it quick. It speaks volumes that he was sat down with 3 guys and we had a quick round table and he's making some adjustments. That's it. Love y'all. Love talking knives. I'll be over at Kirk Sundays. JR sent a whole, dude, JR, I got to go. Nothing but customs. Sunday with Kirk's going to be dope. Love y'all. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. I always wait too long to do this, and then I always try to trim it at the end because Kevin over at Lefty made fun of me for one time for turning it off. Love you too, Lefty. God, eyes bad. Let's do. I can't.